he shouted me out at the start. Hey, Conan, my guy. But my sisters, when I cry, I can run, but I can't hide from my family life. What is good? Today we are finally listening to the long-awaited SUPERACHE by Conan Gray. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I put this one off just because everyone was saying it's Conan's best work. It's his, I don't know, he was just in, flow state, whatever it may be. You guys were just hyping this one up to be his absolute best, and so I was like, I'm gonna leave it for last. I loved Wishbone. I think Found Heaven was fun and a different side to Conan I hadn't seen. And don't even get me started on Conan's debut. Kid Crow, man. But yeah, we're finally listening to SUPERACHE. I'm excited for this one. I've been longly waiting for it. I was going to listen to this a little earlier into the week, probably like 5 days ago. But then I got sick. I have the swine flu right now, guys. So I'm actually high off of some type of medicine. Prescribed, obviously. I'm prescribed by a doctor to take this. And so, yeah, we're going to listen to this right now. I'm really tired, but I'm going to be locked in. I'm going to be in my feels. I'm ready for it. But anyways, if you guys do like this video, please do like, comment, subscribe. It really does help me grow. And let me know what you guys want more. Especially, my cone heads. What do you guys want more? Especially now that I'm done with his albums and whatnot. What do you want me to listen to? Are there some good music videos I should get into? Just let me know in the comments. Any other artists, please do let me know. And guys, I stream all of my reactions all over on Twitch. We're streaming this right now, so please do stop by. But anyways, let's get straight into SUPERACHE by our friend Conan Gray. My volume up all the way. Movies. Yep. Movies, song 1.
You're perfect for me. If you are the diamond, then I am the ring. All of our friends think of us jealously. We're so sweet, so sweet. Built us a world and I gave you the key. Still can't believe that this isn't a dream. Falling in love with a damn fantasy that's so me.
Okay.
So me.
I got beef with Conan Gray because of Wishbone. Just because he took us through a little rabbit hole. I just wish he did better for himself. He'd just be doing his own self wrong. That's literally my one bone I pick with Conan Gray every video. We just got like a little ongoing feud. Obviously I do like him. But come on, man, you just gotta do better for yourself. He's putting himself in some of these situations, falling in love with the damn fantasy. That's literally couldn't explain it better. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't normally pause, but that's just like a little bone I always have to pick. And we got started hot and early, I guess.
Falling in love with a damn fantasy that's so me.
Shout out Olivia Rodrigo.
Me, but I've been living life in fiction. In my head, we're dancing in the dark. In my head, we kiss under the stars. But we know that's not what we're doing. 'Cause baby, this ain't like the movies. Parties with people we're holding hands, but it's all just for show. 'Cause Monday through Friday we both barely spoke. They don't know, they can't know that just on the drive here I was looking through your text. I was screaming my damn head off how you still love your ex. And you say that it's over, but why does she call you at 3
oh fuck no.
That's a funny way of staying friends. In my head, we're dancing in the dark. In my head, we kiss under the stars. But
like the layering.
I think you're seeing right through me. Just baby, this ain't like the movies.
Damn.
And I wanna love like the movies.
Song 1, Movies by Conan Gray. That was a deep cut from the rip, from the get-go. The line that instantly was a gut punch for me was, the fantasy line. Let's go find it. We got stuff to break down. Falling in love with the damn fantasy. See, he knows it. He knows everything is better in his head. Built us a world and I gave you the key. Still can't believe that this isn't a dream. Falling in love with the damn fantasy. That's so me. Living life in fiction. See, that just like personally just gives me like the perfect, if I could sum up Conan Gray and what I've experienced through him in 5 lines, it is that. From his songs, it is that. I feel like a lot of his stuff has to do with himself just treating, this person too good. You know what I mean? Whether it be in his own head, whether it be in real life. This one's just straight up a gut punch, right? I feel like I have personally, had similar experiences where everything's built up to be better in my head. I've done things, I feel like are good in this certain sense, in this certain tone, having the soft kind of dreamy feel. But realistically, it's like me glorifying someone ripping off a bandage, right? Like it hurts, it stings, as these, little moments, but I'm glorifying it to where it's more like, they're taking wrap off me or something that doesn't hurt, but they're really, ripping off this bandage or sawing off this cast, right? Does that hurt? I don't know, but you guys know what I'm getting at. Basically, that's just all I'm trying to say. It's just glorifying something in your head, fantasizing about something being better. But yeah, that was a gut punch straight away. Just the way he kind of depicts wanting that, movie type love, but knowing he's never going to be able to get it is just, a gut punch in itself, painfully relatable. It really is. It has those soft, dreamy feels to it that you love from Conan Gray. But like I said, it's like ripping off that bandage, knowing that he's never going to get it, ripping that bandage right off. The atmosphere of the song itself is airy, gorgeous in a way, but it stings. It has, these strings that just make it sound so great, so high up. And his voice itself was really fragile. I think it was a great opener. And this song kind of just epitomizes everything I do like about Conan Gray. I feel like it has the aspects you love, but little aspects and these lines that I'd be beefing with him over. You know what I mean? He just needs to do better for himself, genuinely. Anyways, great opener. I like this opener a lot. It was good. It was good. Movies. He's relatable in every aspect. And that's literally the most appealing factor to Conan Gray. You know what I mean? He's so damn relatable. So damn relatable. This was a fantastic song though, nonetheless. Movies. People Watching, song 2. Guys, I have the swine flu.
That wasn't funny, but she laughed so hard she almost cried.
I
They're
got a headache.
counting months they've been together, almost 49. He's making fun of how she acted around the holidays. She wears a ring, but they tell people that they're not engaged. They met in class for metaphysical philosophy. He tells his friends I like her cause she's so much smarter than me. They're having talks about their futures until 4 a.m. and I'm happy for them.
Okay.
But I wanna feel all that love and emotion. Be that attached to the person I'm holding. Someday I'll be falling without caution. But for now I'm only people watching.
I relate too, damn.
I'm only looking just to live through you vicariously. I've never really been in love, not seriously. I had a dream about a house behind a picket fence. Next one I choose to trust, I hope I use some common sense. But I cut people out like tags on my clothing. I end up all alone, but I still keep hoping. I wanna feel all that love and emotion. Be that attached to the person I'm holding. Someday I'll be falling without caution. But for now I'm only people watching.
Damn. That was a good one. People watching. That one hurt as well. I'm already seeing kind of the route we're going already. Done this super ache. It's making our hearts ache. Am I right? I'm hashtag noticing with Conan. But yeah, this one hurts. The storytelling was really good here. That's the one thing that stuck out to me the most. He just kind of paints these little relationship moments, you know, he had seen, but never really got to experience, you know, just through other people's relationships and whatnot, through the lens of his own, you know, seeking out other relationships. I feel like it gives me kind of that fear of missing out kind of vibe to it. You know what I mean? He just drags these moments that he sees from others, you know, expecting it for himself, but just never gets it, right? You know, the way he hits that chorus, you feel the loneliness in his chest. He's very good. One of my main appeals to him as well is just the way he depicts his emotions, and he does it very well. He does it to a way that gives you the same exact emotions, gives you the same exact super ache. Am I right? But yeah, this one, like I said, it gives you that romantic, like, kind of fear of missing out turned into his own poetry. And yeah, I can already tell this song made my eyes water a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I've experienced this in my own self, you know, like seeing other people be happy. You know, nowadays, like, I see people my age getting married. People I know from my hometown getting married, having kids. You know, I'm 21 years old, you know, and I actually went through a really bad month. I'm not gonna lie. A little bit earlier into last month, in November, late October, I was really going through it. I genuinely thought about, like, quitting my channel, quitting, you know, streaming and whatnot, and just, like, never showing face on the internet ever again. Genuinely, I'm being so serious when I say that. You know, and just seeing things like that, people being, you know, so happy, you know, from an outsider point of view, it hurts. It really does hurt. You know, I feel like I bring this up once a video for Conan Gray, and I think that the first time I ever mentioned this on my YouTube channel was through Conan Gray, but when I got cheated on. Bro, it just happened. It just comes up. Like, the feelings come back every single time when I listen to Conan Gray, you know, because he portrays these strong emotions that he experiences, and it's relatable. It is so relatable. You know, I got done wrong, and I haven't really, you know, been in a relationship because of it since. You know, I've tried and whatnot, and, you know, it's just hard. I got a little bit of trust issues. I got a little bit of, you know, someday I'll be falling without caution. Someday I will, you know, and I hope for that. You know, it's relatable. But for now, I literally am only people watching. Like, that's how it is. That literally is how it is. But yeah. This song is deep. I'm not gonna lie. This song is deep. Conan's getting me from the beginning. I'm not gonna lie. Conan. Hey, round of applause. But bro, you're hitting me a little too personal. Song 3, Disaster. Okay.
I just left the party at Blake's and it's Halloween.
Hey, I did not have a Halloween party. Who is he talking about? Hey, that was not my party. I did not have a Halloween party. I wonder if he saw me at the party, though. He might have seen me. I would have dapped him up and said, what's good? I fuck with you, Conan. Hey, I'm glad he thought it was my party, though. It was a cool little party. Oh my gosh, I'm getting recognition. Hey, shout out Conan. Hey, if you guys don't know Conan Gray, he's this cool up-and-coming artist. Go fuck with him. He's shouting me out. Shouting me out from the party. Hey, I fuck with you, Conan. That's love, bro. Hey, that's love. That's love, Conan. Wow. I was not expecting this today. I needed that. Damn. Thank you. Damn. This is a movie.
Set the scene. I just left the party at Blake's and it's Halloween.
Why didn't no one tell me about this?
Had the keys to my car in my hand, but I didn't leave.
Okay.
The potential of us, it was keeping me up all night long. All of the texts you won't read all night long. This could be a disaster. There's so many factors. Like, what if you freak out and then we're losing it all? That
Okay.
critical chapter where I say I love
Damn.
By saying that I'm drunk, I really shouldn't have called. I'm a little bit plastered. You call me a liar, now I'm falling in faster. This could be a disaster.
This is fire.
Is it purely platonic to call me like every night?
Okay.
You know Ashley believes that there's something between you and I. But if I'm reading it wrong, then it'd be better off if I die. Oh, and if you're reading the text all night long, this could be a disaster.
Damn.
Like what if you've forgotten and we're losing it all? Like a critical chapter where I say I love you and you don't say it after. This could be a disaster. I'm pedaling backwards by saying that I'm drunk. I really shouldn't have called. I'm a little bit plastered. You call me a liar, now I'm falling in faster. This could be a disaster.
Damn.
Messed it up.
Okay, disaster. I'm not gonna lie. Banger. Holy shit. After those last two songs, you still feel the heartache. You still feel the super ache it's giving us from these songs. I'm hashtag noticing Conan. But this song was a banger. It gives me Found Heaven vibes, but still, you know, it makes sense in the sense of the album. So I do like that. Disaster. And he shouted me out at the start. Hey, Conan, my guy. Damn, bro, I was not expecting that tonight. I needed that, especially after the talk, especially after the commentary I said after people watching, you know. I needed that, Conan, so thank you, genuinely. But this song just reminds me of pure anxiety, and I'm not talking Dochi. The anxiety in the song is just crazy. I feel like he's just kind of spiraling in real time over a crush over this person, to the point it's disastrous, right? I love how upbeat the production is, though. But the lyrics are like everything's going wrong. Classic Conan, am I right? You know, the pacing of the like kind of airy delivery makes it feel just kind of like he's overthinking once again. And every time Conan Gray be overthinking on the beat, it doesn't seem to really end well. Not gonna lie, not to be hashtag parasocial, but Conan, we're noticing. Conan, we just want the best for you. If you just listen to us, the fans. I tried to get tickets to the Wishbone tour too. I love Wishbone. I don't know why I just said that, but it just comes up sometimes. This song is a fucking banger though. I'm not gonna lie, I love this song. This might be recency bias, but this is one of my favorite Conan Gray songs. Genuinely, and it doesn't even have. He could have said, "I left the party at Jake's house," and I would still feel the way. You know, it doesn't even have to do with me being in the song. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Conan. Seriously, thank you. Let's actually run that back one more time. You can never listen to that too much, but he could have said Jake. He could have said Sarah. You know what I mean? And I would still think the song is an absolute like heavyweight. Still hits you in the guts, but super upbeat and just kind of shows that more like upbeat pop. Like I genuinely expected this song, like, after hearing it, to be huge. You know what I mean? This song was fire, and it has every kind of piece that you know and love from Conan Gray as well. But yeah, let's listen to this line one more time.
I just left the party at Blake's.
That might be my sub. I might change my sub audio on Twitch, so when someone subscribes, maybe I'll cut that little Blake part and somehow throw it into a sentence, or I just left the party at Blake, or party at Blake's. Oh, I could cut it, party at Blake's, so he says party at Blake's. Oh, that would be a little fire sub notification. But yeah, guys, good song. I'm getting all cozied up because I am sick. But yeah, banger song.
Halloween just made it up, messed it up.
Banger. Conan, you're impressing me once again, my friend. Seriously. Best friend. Song 4.
Remember when you broke up with your fucking ex? God, I'm glad you finally gotten over them.
He's not talking about me.
Took about 100 million texts. God, I swear that bitch was such a narcissist. Everybody knows I love you so much.
Playboy Cardi reference, by the way.
Cause every time they ask, I always tell them. That's my fucking best friend, that's my fucking right.
Okay.
That's my fucking throw up in the bathroom, but still love them. That's my fucking best friend, best friend. That's my fucking best friend, best friend. That's my fucking lifeline, that's my ride or die. Like, that's my fucking hate you, but you know that that's a damn lie. Baby, you're my best friend, best friend. Baby, you're my best friend, best friend. Baby, you're my... Baby, you're my... Made a promise that I'm gonna marry you.
Okay.
If we're both still single by like 32. And the shit is gonna end up being true. Cause I hate like everyone except for you. Who else is gonna grocery shop with me at 2 a.m.? Who else will take that picture for you just to get revenge? You're just a psycho as me, just as sick inside the head. So when they ask, I've always said, that's my fucking best friend, that's my fucking right hand. That's my fucking throw up in the bathroom, but still love them. That's my fucking best friend, best friend. That's my fucking best friend, best friend. That's my fucking lifeline, that's my ride or die. Like, that's my fucking hate you, but you know that that's a damn lie. Baby, you're my best friend, best friend. Baby, you're my best friend, best friend. Baby, you're my...
Okay. Only a 2-minute song from Conan.
Baby, you're my...
Okay, Best Friend by Conan Gray. Okay. That wasn't my favorite song of the bunch, I won't lie. I'm not mad at it though, you know? It's just not kind of that typical heartbreaky Conan that I've come to enjoy the absolute most. You know, it was kind of just that best friend. I mean, I guess he literally says it, you know, that right-hand man anthem. Except I feel like, is this the guy he's talking about, you know, wanting, if you will? Wanting to be with, like, just depicting him as the best friend, even though, you know, he's really in love. I know he's saying, baby, you're my best friend and whatnot, but, like, I feel like it can kind of go both ways all at the same time, you know? That's my fucking hate you, but you know that's my, like, yeah, you know that's a damn lie. Like, I feel like it can go both ways. It just has that wholesome, you know, lovingness to it. He's writing his friendship into this kind of story. It has all aspects that you know in love. The nostalgia, the protectiveness, the loyalty, it's all kind of there. But yeah, the production just feels like kind of riding in car at night with your, you know, with this person, and just laughing at literally nothing. Just good vibes, but still kind of emotional all in the same sense. But yeah, it's a good song. I like the song. Astronomy, song 5.
We drive through the woods, rich neighborhoods to watch. We joked as we looked that they were too good for us. 'Cause socially speaking, we were the same, with runaway fathers and mothers who drank a tale old as time. Young love don't last for life. And now I know.
Damn.
Now I know. It's time to go. It's time to go. We've traveled the sea stars. We've seen everything from Saturn to Mars. As much as it seems like you own my heart, it's astronomy. We're two worlds apart.
Damn.
We're two worlds apart. We're two worlds apart. From far away, I wish I'd stayed with you. But here face to face, a stranger that I once knew. I thought if I wanted, I'd fall back in love. You said distance brings fondness, but guess not with us. The only mistake that we didn't make was run. Now look what we've done. We've traveled the seas, we've ridden the stars. We've seen everything from Saturn to Mars. As much as it seems like you own my heart, it's astronomy. We're two worlds apart.
Damn.
We're two worlds apart. Stop trying to keep us alive. You're pointing at stars in the sky that already died. Stop trying to keep us alive. You can't force the stars to align when they've already died. Oh, we've died. Oh, we've traveled the seas, we've ridden the stars. We've seen everything from Saturn to Mars. As much as it seems like you own my heart, it's astronomy. We're two worlds apart.
Damn. Astronomy. That was a good song. But real quick, that song just made me think. Shout out my dear friend Liquor Cups at Liquor Cups on Twitter. If I remember to edit this, I will throw you up right here. But she always be showing love to me. But yeah, that was a banger song. That song right there, literally, I know I've said this 3 times already throughout the video, but this is why we listen to Conan Gray, right? That one just, is that perfect slow burn that you know and love. It's familiar but different all in itself. It just hit like a slow, cold realization, right? It's not like this dramatic breakup. It's the quiet kind where you slowly drift apart. Just, it comes natural, can't stop it. And I love the space metaphor. It just works so well within it, and with the slowly drifting apart into the space. I'm not gonna lie, the production feels cold and empty, but I mean that in the best way. It literally just gives me that kind of floating vibe, that kind of, I don't know, there's just something to it, to the emptiness, and just kind of being there with his vocals and, the slow strumming of the guitar in the back. It just lets Conan kind of flow and do his thing and say what needs to be said all at the same time. And so it's a really good dynamic that works well together. And his voice can just get so fragile, and that's when it really, that deep cut really gets to you. There it just really sounds like he's coming to terms, accepting this, and kind of just dealing with the pain all at the same time, dealing with the pain underneath. And that line about maybe we could try to fix, what was it? Maybe we tried to fix something that couldn't be broken. Right. That one just sticks with me. That one just stuck with me when I heard it, when I saw it. Yeah, that song's just kind of resignation, distance, and developing, just developing a distance all in the song. Literally just depicts it so well. Really, it allows it to be it allows it to happen in its purest form. So yeah, that was great. Song 5, I love that song. That might be my favorite of the bunch so far. Anyways, song 6, yours. Oh. Okay.
I'm somebody you call when you're alone. I'm somebody you use but never own. I'm somebody you touch but never hold. And you're somebody I'll never really know. I know I'm not the one you really love. I guess that's why I've never given up. 'Cause I could give you all you want, the stars and the sun, but still I'm not enough. Oh, all I really wanted was that look in your eyes. Like you already know that I'm the love of your life. Like
Damn.
you already know you're never saying goodbye. But I'm not yours. I'm not yours. I'm not yours. I want more. I want more. But I'm not yours. And I can't change your mind, but you're still mine.
Damn.
So tell me that it's time for me to go, 'cause you know I can't do it on my own. The only thing that's harder than sleeping alone is sleeping with your ghost. Oh, all I really wanted was that look in your eyes. Like you already know that I'm the love of your life. Like you already know you're never saying goodbye. But I'm not yours.
Damn.
I'm not yours. I'm not yours. I want more. I want more. But I'm not yours. And I can't change your mind. I should've known that it was some love. 15,000 roses.
Okay.
All the things that I've done for you not to notice. Can't believe I chose you over all my best friends. What the fuck did I do in the end? Just to not be yours.
Damn, yours. We're just getting deep cut after deep cut here, no? Like out of nowhere, really. That it's just all hitting all at once. Like, I feel like we started off short or slow, and then it just kind of has turned downhill from here. It just feels, like we're really hitting the heartbreak anthems of the album. These last 3 songs just really hit. Just the way he kind of sings about giving everyone to someone who is barely giving him anything back. It's just like the helplessness is so real and it's so relatable, right? Another aspect, just being able to relate. And I mean, that swelling little chorus, the production, it just hits. I feel like he was kind of minimal in his verses and what he was saying. But his vocals and just how he sounds and everything just all mixed together, the production, everything just makes it hit so hard, genuinely. He's given that feeling like he knows he should leave. He knows this person will never be his in the way that he needs, this person to be, but his heart just refuses to, catch up with him. You know, the desperation in his voice, you really hear it. It's really insane, to be honest. He's not just sad, he's like pleading for this love, you know, imagining a version of love that's never gonna exist, it's never gonna happen. And you just kind of feel every single ounce of that ache throughout the song. So it's hard. It really is hard, because I mean, a lot of his music, this is what he depicts, you know, similar themes, you know, and it's hard. It is hard, you know. This is something I've felt too, you know. So I get it. I really do get it. It's tough. But yeah. Damn, bro, this is getting deep. I definitely see why people are saying this is some of his best work. I do like it a lot. I do like it. I do like it a lot. Jigsaw, song 7, I believe. 7? 6, 7. My bad.
If changing my clothes would make you like me more, if changing my hair would make you care, then I'd grab the kitchen scissors and cut myself to
you see a grip? I didn't say all that.
If being more polite would keep you satisfied, if being less insane would make you stay, then I'd be more like my sister. Say thank you, ma'am and mister, to you. Chase every part of me until the puzzle pieces are me.
Damn.
I look in the mirror, now I'm just a jigsaw. You take every part of me, all of the things you need, then the rest you discard. I look in the mirror, now I'm just a jigsaw. All I did just to make you happy, still you don't even fucking love me. Jigsaw, 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 jigsaw. Killing parts of myself to fit you. Clear as shit, I was not the issue.
Damn.
If I made you like me, would I even like myself? Pointing out my flaws doesn't help. Chase every part of me until the puzzle pieces aren't me at all. I look in the mirror, now I'm just a jigsaw. You take every part of me, all of the things you need, then the rest you discard. I look in the mirror, now I'm just a jigsaw.
He just can't give us a break with these deep cuts, can he? Damn, this one's different. The energy is just so intense, you know, the distort. I feel like this one had a lot more going on in the productions kind of sense of things. That's why I say it's different, but you know, it's not. It is, you know, the lyrics aren't repetitive in that sense, you know, but portraying the same themes, right? It's hard, raw vocals, heavy lyrics. But no, this one, you know, I feel like I'm not really given a sense of sadness as much. More of like him being angry at, you know, this person that, you know, discarded him, but mainly himself, you know. I just see it as like this song being for those people that, you know, change their habits, change their ways, change this and that, everything just to make someone else happy, right? And the worst part is in traditional Conan Gray fashion, hurts me to say that, obviously. You know, even after breaking himself, you know, changing himself, it's still not enough. You know, and that's just the common theme with Conan Gray somehow. I don't know. He, like Henry said, he needs to get a grip. Hey, I did not say that though. I did not say that. But yeah, he genuinely just needs to do better for himself. And I hope he's doing so. But you know, you never know with young love, am I right? But yeah, this is just self-destruction. I mean, on full display, right? Sorry. I am tired. The delivery is frantic, breathless. It feels kind of almost panicked in a way. You know, just feeling like he's kind of reached his breaking point. I think that's fair to say. And finally admitting to how much damage he's done himself. And yeah, this is, I feel, you know, it's deep. It's deep. It's deep cuts. It's deep cut after deep cut after deep cut. Especially where I feel like the start was a little more airy. It gave us a little more room to breathe. This is just deep cut after deep cut after deep cut after deep cut. 4 songs in a row. It's getting crazy out here. Jigsaw, that was a great song though. Song 8, Family Line.
My father never talked a lot.
Okay.
He just took a walk around the block till all his anger took a hold of him, and then he'd hit.
Oh, I forgot about the
My
Lord.
mother never cried a lot. She took the punches, but she never fought till she said, "I'm leaving, then I'll take the kids." So she did. I say they're just the ones who gave me life, but I truly am my parents' child.
Wait.
Scattered across.
Ooh, I paused at a bad time. I obviously knew the lore behind his dad a little bit. Thanks to those of you in the comments and whatnot, my little cone heads, my cone friends. Get it? But you know, he's implying that he's still his parents' child, like his mom is bad. You know, or has done him wrong in a way. That's just kind of how I just took that line a little bit. Just because, I mean, I don't know. Is there any lore I need to know about mom or no? Just let me know in the comments, please. Let me know. But yeah, that just makes me curious. Sorry.
I say they're just the ones who gave me life, but I truly am my parents' child. Scattered across my family line, I'm so good at telling lies. That came from my mother's side.
Okay.
Told a million to survive. Scattered across my family line. God, I have my father's eyes, but my sisters when I cry. I can run, but I can't hide from my family life. It's hard to put it into words, how the holidays will always hurt. I watch the fathers with their little girls and wonder what I did to deserve this. How could you hurt a little kid? I can't forget, I can't forgive you, 'cause now I'm scared that everyone I love will leave me. Scattered across my family line, I'm so good at telling lies. That came from my mother's side. Told a million to survive. Scattered across my family line. God, I have my father's eyes, but my sisters when I cry. I can run, but I can't hide from my family past, I tried to erase it, but now I see, would I even change it? My share of face and share a last name, but scattered across my family line. I'm so good at telling lies that came from my mother's side. Told a million to survive, scattered across my family line. God, I have my father's eyes, but my sisters when I cry. I can run, but I can't hide from my family line. From my family line.
Damn. That was probably the most vulnerable song I've ever heard from Conan Gray. Damn, man. That one hurts. That one hurts, you know. I feel like luckily I was blessed to, you know, have a family that is different from Conan Gray's. You know, especially the father in that sense. But damn, you know, I've seen it firsthand. With, you know, people I love personally. I like my cousins, for example. I'm not gonna, you know, trauma dump on my cousins' behalf and whatnot. But you know, I've seen similar themes, right? You know. But yeah, this song's on another level. This one's heavy. It's probably the most vulnerable song I've ever heard. I've never heard, you know, him talk about his family super in depth like that. You know, I knew most of the things about his dad just from the comment section, you know, to be honest, unless I'm, you know, blanking on a song. But, you know, he's talking about this generational childhood drama, you know, violence, shame, kind of the parts of his childhood that he wished and pretended never happened, right? It's crazy. It's honest in a way that I don't see a lot of artists go, you know. The lyrics just seem like we're reading straight out of his diary. There's no metaphors, no hiding, no, you know, leaning back. Just his raw truth. And, you know, even with it being trembling and, you know, eerie a little bit, the stripped back production just kind of feels like he's, you know, confessing something he's never said aloud. You know, and the part towards the end, I guess there was a couple parts, you know, talking about it, but the part towards the end where he was really talking about, like, just, you know, not being his father, the ad-lib section, you know, was so powerful. It feels like he's also reclaiming his moment all at the same time, or reclaiming his power, but, you know, still depicting all those raw emotions that needed to be depicted to do so. Yeah, this was probably his most vulnerable song I've ever heard from him in my life. Yeah, fuck, man. That was a deep cut. That was bad. That was really bad. Obviously not sonically, but fuck, bro. Like, give me goosebumps. Damn, man. Yeah. His vocals here were really good, too. Very good. But damn, bro. Conan, I'm not gonna lie. I needed to hear this song, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be less harsh on you, gang. I was kind of an asshole to my friend, but damn, bro. Like, I'm seeing it. Like, my fault, man. You know, it's rough out here. That was damn, bro. That was a bad song. That was a great song, but damn, it was bad at the same time. You guys know what I mean. My little cone heads, you guys know. I'm turning into a cone head. I can't lie. But damn, bro, that was a bad fucking song. Just in the sense of the, you know, what he was depicting, obviously. Fuck, bro. That has me in my own head, too. It's just like, I'm not ready to move on, but, like, I need to, you know what I mean? I need to just, like, chill out for a sec. Like, just. But damn, bro. What's good, Young Bass? But damn, bro, that was a rough song. That was a rough song. I'm saying Young Bass. Summer Child. Song 8. Summer Child. Song 9.
You see all the flowers and the weeds. You're scared of the dark when you sleep. You cover up your arms with your sleeves, even in 100-degree heat.
Okay.
Your father was awfully mean. Your favorite color is green. It reminds you of the summer you turned 3, running through sprinklers on your street. And you laugh and you dance in the wind, and you sway and you hug and you kiss. But there's darkness behind those eyes, even when you smile. Oh, summer child, you don't have to act like all you feel is mild. You don't really love the sun, it drives you wild. You're lying, summer child. Aren't you way too busy taking care of everybody to take care of yourself? When the sun goes missing, aren't the flowers just as pretty? Aren't the oceans just as deep? The trees as green. And as for me, I'll watch you weep. Oh, summer child, you don't have to act like all you feel is mild. You don't really love the sun, it drives you wild. You're lying, summer child.
Okay, Summer Child. See, these are one of those Conan tracks that's deceptively like just soft, but is cold all at the same time, right? The melody, you know, feels gentle, but the lyrics are heartbreaking. That's the best way I can put it. That's just the deceptiveness that Conan Gray sometimes gives us. You know, he's singing to someone who pretends that they're fine. It might be even be himself. Is he talking about himself here? You know, someone who's always the bright one, always smiling, always okay, but, you know, down underneath, not really, right? You know, he sees through it, whether it be for him or someone else. I don't know. I don't know necessarily who he's talking about here. He just kind of knows they're struggling, and, you know, the imagery about the sun, the beach, the warmth, it just is all contrasted with this hidden pain that he really is depicting. It's beautiful and sad all at the same time. It has that, like, deceptive softness to it, like I was saying. You know, this song just feels like comforting a friend or even yourself who never lets anyone help them. You know, it's sweet in that sense, but it's sensitive and, you know, quietly heavy. It's just that deceptively soft song. But I do like it. But yeah, this album's getting depressing. I'm not gonna lie. This album is, like, from the start, like, you know, the first 2 songs were a little, you know, sad and, you know, Conan Gray self, right? In his true, you know, self intentions and whatnot. You know, the third song was a little more upbeat, a little more fun. The one that name dropped me, that was crazy. He literally name dropped me in a song. You know, he talked about me. That's crazy. I did not know that. My coneheads, y'all did not tell me that. But yeah, it's crazy. It's just taking a turn. It's really just deep cut after deep cut after deep cut, and this is some of his best work. I'm definitely seeing it. I'm definitely seeing why this album is so hyped. But yeah, that it's just he's just not laying back on us. But yeah, Summer Child, great song. I do like that song a lot. Anyways, song 10, Footnote.
You said at the party that I was too drunk. I told you I liked you, you said sober up. But why would I lie? It's so clear I'm in love with
Bro,
you.
one of these songs.
a tense conversation, you like someone else. I say if I waited, could that maybe help? You told me that patience won't change how you felt for me. So I'll stop being pretentious and loathing our friendship. You taught me a lesson that love isn't precious. It's not like the novels, no Pride and Prejudice at all.
Why do you say it like that?
So
good book, by the way. Jane Austen, right?
And you could take my body, every line I would write for you, but a footnote will do. A footnote will do. We ate at a restaurant, the host said we're cute. They think we're a couple, they bought us some booze. We share the Moscato and laugh cause it's true to me.
Okay. Damn.
Oh, and I'd be embarrassed if I weren't so pleased that everyone else sees what you never see. We're perfect together, but I'll never be the one. So I'll stop being pretentious and loathing our friendship. You taught me a lesson that feelings are reckless. It's just like the novels, side characters end up alone. So I'll just take a footnote in your life, and you could take my body, every line I would write for you, but a footnote will do. A footnote will do. A footnote will do.
Bro.
A footnote will do.
Damn. Okay. Footnote. I like the concept. You know, being the footnote in someone's, you know, life story, even though you want to be more. You know, you're not a main character, or even the person that someone chooses to kind of be in the story. It's just a small detail they'll eventually forget about, even though, you know, you want it to be something more. I like it. I like how he depicts it. His storytelling is very good as well. I feel like it's a very underrated part of Conan Gray, in my opinion. It's not talked about enough. I think he should be a way bigger artist. But that's besides the point. You know, the production feels upbeat, but when the lyrics are just kind of the opposite, you know, it's absolutely like bitter in a way. You know, it has moments of being self-aware, heartbroken, sarcastic, even just bitter, right? And I wouldn't even say it's really bittersweet. There's nothing really sweet about it, you know. And I love that the chorus is catchy, even though it's basically him admitting he was never important to someone, to this person in particular. It's just the emotional contradiction just makes it, you know, so ironic and just funny in a way. All while being kind of appealing and, you know, adding depth to it. Yeah, I like it. And he name dropped Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. That's a good book. If you guys have not read it, do read it. And it makes sense in the sense of this too. I imagine he's read it. I'm trying to think. It's I haven't read it in a while, but it's that it's the relationship with Mr. Darcy, right? With the Bennett sisters, I think. I don't know. I haven't read it in a long while. This is my current rotation, though. This is my current rotation. Actually, this isn't true. This is my current rotation. These are the same exact book. This and this, The Odyssey. Wuthering Heights, that new movie with Charlie XCX. Harry Potter play, right? The Phantom of the Opera and The Odyssey. That's my current. Sorry, I'm a little book nerd if you guys didn't know. But I just have to bring that up every once in a while. I don't think I've ever talked about books on my YouTube. But yeah, Footnote. I love the concept. Just it's clever, even though he's, admitting to being this lesser role than he wants to be in someone's life. He's settling, I guess, kind of settling with just being a footnote. And yeah, that hook at the very start or the part that hooks you in, I should say, 'cause it's not a hook, but you said at the party that I was too drunk. I told you I liked you, and you said sober up, and you immediately knew the path we were going down with Conan. You immediately know when he says some bullshit like that, man. You immediately know what's going on. It's funny because he just got to do better for himself, man. Genuinely, like I don't know how many times I can say it. Conan, if you were watching, just do better for yourself, gang. Please, 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 please. Praying for you though, Schwinn. That's us, bro. I'm hashtag noticing though, dude. I'm hashtag noticing. And shout out Liquor Cups again on Twitter. Memories, song 11.
It's been a couple months. That's just about enough time for me to stop crying when I look at all the pictures. Now I kinda smile. I haven't felt that in a while. It's late, I hear the door bell ringing and it's boring. I open up that door, see your brown eyes at the entrance. You just wanna talk and I can't turn away. Oh, I dog. But please don't ruin this for me. Please don't make it harder than it already is. I'm trying to get over this. I wish that you would stay in my memories, but you show up today just to ruin things. I wanna put you in the past 'cause I'm traumatized, but you're not letting me do that. 'Cause tonight you're all drunk in my kitchen, curled in the fetal position, too busy playing the victim to be listening to me when I say I wish that you would stay in my memories, in my memories, stay in my memories. Now I can't say goodbye if you stay here the whole night. You see, it's hard to find an end to something that you keep beginning over and over again. I promise that the ending always stays the same, so there's no
I think I know that part. I do know this song.
Can't be your friend, can't be your lover, can't be the reason we hold back each other from falling in love with somebody other than me. I wish that you would stay in my memories, but you show up today just to ruin things. I wanna put you in the past 'cause I'm traumatized, but you're not letting me do that. 'Cause tonight you're all drunk in my kitchen, curled in the fetal position, too busy playing the victim to be listening to me when I say I wish that you would stay in my memories, stay in my memories. Since you came, I guess I'll let you stay for as long as it takes to grab your books and your coat and that one good cologne that you bought when we were fighting. 'Cause it's still
Damn.
on my clothes, everything that I own, and it makes me feel like dying. I was barely just surviving. I wish that you would stay in my memories, but you
Damn, man. Damn. A little 4-minute song from Conan too. I'm not gonna lie, I like that. I like that. I needed that. I do know the little hook of that song, just the the TikTok parts. The audio parts, the song that's big in the audios. But yeah, this song is so stripped back, so honest. The acoustic production just gives it kind of this nostalgic, confrontational, confessional vibe to it. Like he's kind of just sitting alone in his room trying to talk out his feeling, to the wall or to himself, trying to move on, but the memories hold more power than, the person even did. Right. And I feel like that's such a real emotion too. I've personally, gone through something similar, right? When the relationship is over, but the ghost of it is still kind of haunting you, the good moments in it, the bright spots, right? And yeah, I mean, you can kind of just his vocals on this song just kind of blew me away, to be honest. I feel like there was like not like voice cracks, but little cracks in his voice, like in just all the heartbreaking kind of spots where it's needed, where they're needed to, add just a little bit more of that depth that, he's already given us, but to even further expand. So what, very well done in that sense. But yeah, you can tell that this one just came from a very real experience, and it's so just apparent. It really just is apparent in all of his music that this is just so real to him, and something that he really, really, has gone through. It's something that's really has really affected him in that sense. It's really making him ache. It's giving him this super ache, you could say. But yeah, Memories, great song. I'm surprised I haven't heard, actually, to go back on this, I'm surprised I haven't heard more of these songs, to be honest. I feel like this is the only one I really do have heard, a part of. But a lot of these songs, just the deep cuts in them are crazy. It is great. It is great. That just, is props. He makes these, such emotional songs just sound so good all at the same time, I definitely really understand the appeal to Conan Gray. Even if I heard, one song from each of the albums, never listened to an album through and through, I feel like I would, be able to understand the appeal. He's just a fantastic artist and really displays his emotion on his sleeve. Yeah. Damn, man. I can't believe this is the end. This is our last song. This is song 12. It's bittersweet. It's called The Exit. Wow. Wow. Wow.
February, and the flowers haven't even wilted. It's crazy how fast you tilted.
Okay, little rhyme scheme from Conan. I see you, twin. Holy shit, bro. Wilted to tilted, crazy rhyme. Tilted towers, yo girl coming over. She want me because I got powers. Sorry, I've had the swine flu. For the people that aren't in the chat and only kind of watch me through YouTube and whatnot, I've had the swine flu this past week, and I'm out of it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry.
February, and the flowers
Let's just pretend that never happened.
It's crazy how fast you tilted the world that we were busy building. Mid-November, and I'm sipping on a half-cold coffee, staring at a girl who's not me. On your arm, a carbon copy.
Oh.
Feels like we had matching wounds, but mine's still black and bruised, and yours is perfectly fine now. Feels like we buried alive something that never died. So God, it hurt when I found out you love her. It's over. Do you even doubt it on your lips? When you say
Damn.
you love her, it's over. You already found someone to miss, while I'm still standing at the exit. I'm still standing at the exit.
Damn.
I can't hate you for getting everything we wanted. I just thought that I would be part of it. I was moving into your apartment when you met someone. She's from your hometown. You hate the East Coast, it's where you live now.
I do too.
Understand how you're not coming back, but I can't say it out loud. You love her, it's over. Do you even doubt it on your lips? When you say you love her, it's over. You already found someone to miss while I'm still standing at the exit.
Damn.
I'm still standing at the exit.
Bro.
Feels like we had matching wounds, but mine's still black and bruised, and yours is perfectly fine. Feels like we buried alive something that never died. So God, it hurt when I found out. Feels good like
Damn.
it's over. You already found someone to miss.
Damn. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. This whole album and this song in specific just makes me wanna. Fuck, man. Damn. Conan, you did it again, though, my friend. Genuinely. Oh my gosh. Great outro. The exit. Wow. Those vicious swings. Fuck, man. It just hurts, man. It really does hurt. It really does hurt. He does such a good, just a phenomenal job of really encapsulating everything into his music. Perfect outro. I feel like I say that a lot for Conan, but I mean, the title literally just says it all. It's kind of him finally walking away from everything we've seen all throughout this album. It's just like a happy ending, super bittersweet though, super bittersweet. Like it is sad, right? Because this is a goodbye that is good for, you know, all parties involved, especially Conan. You know, he's just walking away from the thing that's been hurting him this entire album. I love how cinematic just this song feels. It's picture perfect. It really is picture perfect. You know, you really can picture him moving on from this person he cared about so much. You know, it's like he's standing outside that window, or standing outside that house, you know, looking through the window, and that he's not allowed to go in anymore. He's kind of restraining himself from going into. So good on his part for moving to, like, I guess kind of learning to move on, even though in Wishbone, my boy, 1111, that song still gets me triggered. I'd be foaming at the mouth. But yeah, the lyrics just feel like pure straight acceptance, right? But a super painful kind. He's not over it, but he's learning to let go. So I like that. And it just feels like kind of a whole circle moment. It really does. You know, from longing to heartbreak to self-reflection, and then this, the exit, finally being our release. It's a beautiful, but like I said, bittersweet, sad closer. That's really the best way I can put it. But yeah, that was the exit, and that was SUPERACHE by Conan Gray. That really does make our heart ache. Makes me want to fight the air. I mean, you guys saw that. But yeah, SUPERACHE by Conan Gray. Wow. I like that album a lot. I definitely see why so many said it's some of his best. I don't know. I definitely need to let it grow on me a little more. You know, listen to it a little more. Disaster was one of my favorite songs, just straight from the get-go. And all those deep cuts that just hit me one after another. I feel like I wasn't able to process them in the sense that I should, you know, because I I listen, you know, to them one after another. You know, I talk about them a little bit, get to self-reflect in that sense, but you know, I really just need to let these songs grow on me. I did enjoy them all. I think they all are fantastic, but I genuinely can't pick like a favorite for one or two or this or that, you know, because they all just hit in different ways and good ways, you know, and they're all vocally so sound, so good. I genuinely enjoyed every single song on this project from top to bottom, to say the least. Um, but yeah, but to break into it even further, you know, it just feels like I live someone else's entire life for 40 minutes. You know, Conan Gray's life. Um, you know, this album doesn't just hit emotionally; it has those super deep cuts in places you usually don't let people see. Right? I mean, Conan. Damn, man, Family Line. Are we serious, Conan? Take a bow, dude. Dead ass. That was amazing. That was amazing. That like the song is so sad. I can only imagine for the people who, you know, directly relate to it. You know, I can see it through my own family's eyes, you know, my own cousins and whatnot. I can't necessarily see it through mine. I mean, my mom practically raised my cousins, so I see it in a different way. um but you know, firsthand, I can't imagine it, and it is tough. It's a really touchy subject, and you know, something hard. um and so, you know, Conan putting it into words, into song, into music, and you know, it was beautiful in that sense, right? um but yeah, I mean, Conan really does have a gift with taking, you know, his experiences, his heartbreaks, and really making it the just those so intensely personal, you know, aspects of, you know, what he has experienced, the heartbreak, the loving, the family trauma, the loneliness, and just making them feel universal in that sense. You know, really getting to, you know, encapsulate his feelings into it and then portraying it onto others, and you know, letting them kind of experience it in a different way, obviously, but you know, kind of getting a sense of it. um he does it so well, and like I said, that's one of my most appealing factors. That's one of the factors I find most appealing about Conan Gray, to say the least. um you know, it's just like out of the blue, out of nowhere, you're suddenly remembering moments in your own life that you didn't even realize still hurt. You know, Conan does that so well. But what kind of stood out to me in this album the most is how consistent the album is in the mood, in the storytelling, in the vulnerability. You know, there were some songs like from Disaster to like Family Line, you know, those were different in the sense, but I understand it in the full sense of the album. And there's no track that really sounds like filler. Not saying that I am for it, or not that I think there is for like any of his other albums per se, but every song in this piece just feels like a big emotional, just art piece, right? The longing in movies, the hopelessness in yours, like the just the self-sacrifice in Jigsaw, the generational wounds that he just can't seem to get over, get past in Family Line, and the quiet acceptance and the exit. It's like he just walks you through kind of every stage of his own little personal museum, right? uh, every little different stage, every little different artwork, and you get to experience them one by one. uh, you know, realize where these patterns come from, and yeah, I don't know, it's crazy. He really does this well, just, you know, turning his experience into art. But yeah, and what else I do love about this album is that he doesn't really glamorize anything in the sense. He's not telling like his fairy tales. He's not kind of wrapping like a different truth around it. He's telling his full truth. And I feel like you can kind of recognize that, especially in artists. The kind of truth that makes your chest tighten because it is too familiar. It's something you relate to. The kind you only admit at like 2 a.m. when you're really going through it, when everything just feels louder and quieter all at the same time. And his voice just carries so much of his honesty. And the production's beautiful. I don't think I even need to speak on that. You know, you hear what you hear. Sonically, the music sounds great. And you know, it doesn't distract from what Conan Gray is saying, and that's also another part I find so appealing. It's there, it's prominent, it has its presence. Sometimes it's stripped back in other songs, but you know, you still are able to recognize it, but it doesn't overshadow anything, and so I like that a lot. And yeah, one kind of takeaway I took from this album, to me, what it kind of meant to me is just that the album really shows that pain isn't just a moment, it's kind of a process you got to get through, right? There's messy moments, complicated moments, ugly moments, but it also isn't something that should shape you, you know. I feel like I feel like Wishbone and Kid Crow in a way were a little more wallowing, but I feel like this isn't about that. It's understanding yourself in a way. It's about recognizing the ways you've been hurt and moving on from it. You know, ways you've hurt your own self just trying to be loved. And the ways you can just grow out of that pattern. You know, maybe that's not true in this sense because, you know, in Wishbone it's a little different. But you know, it's just healing disguised as heartbreak in a way. And vice versa. I feel like that stands. But yeah, this album just left an impact on me. Not gonna lie, I understand the appeal. I understand why so many people were so hyped and recommending this from, you know, the moment I listened to Wishbone, the moment I watched those music videos. They're like, oh, you need this. Yeah, I get it. Conan Gray doesn't just make sad music. He makes songs that have moments that make you feel seen, even in places you try and shun away, you know? I don't know. I felt like I'm just, you know, going through his diary and realizing it looks a little like mine in ways that I don't want to admit, you know. But yeah, that was Super 8 by Conan Gray, guys. If you did enjoy this video, please do like, comment, subscribe. It really does help me grow. And guys, where do I go from here with Conan? Genuinely, I don't want to give Conan up. Where else do I go from here? I do enjoy his music, and I'm excited to see, you know, what else is to come, and, you know, but what is there? What else is there? I know I've listened to all 4 of his studio albums. Is there anything else I'm missing? Please do let me know. If there's any little, like, music video, little series he has going on, let me know. But yeah, guys, that was Super 8 by Conan Gray. Like I said, please do like, comment, subscribe, because I stream all of my reactions over on Twitch. And join my Discord server. Send me your Spotify Wrapped. Those just came out today. But anyways, thank you guys again for making it this far into the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Doses, doses, doses.